So we got the car cut to length. Our next step is to take care of the axle holes. So I'm going to first of all go to car for modeling. I am going to go to front view again. I am going to, I don't have a dotted line, so I need to right click and go edit component. Now I have the dotted line going around. And now we have to set up axle holes. Anytime we're working with axle holes, we start out with the center, so we need to locate the center of our axle holes. Locational holes we need to make with the tape measure tool. First one we have to do is they are 7 millimeters off the bottom, so I'm going to click the bottom and bring it up and type 7 and hit enter, and it moves it to 7. Then from the front and the back of the car, it is between 9, so like right there, and 50, which is about here. You have to determine where you want that axle hole, because remember, you cannot cut underneath the axle hole, so if you're going to try to taper this back up for some aerodynamic effect, you want to be able to put this a little bit further forward. If you're going to try to do a swoop out of the bottom to get rid of as much weight for Newton's second law, you might want to move it a little bit back further. I am going to set mine about right here in that 45 area. Then my front one, I have to think, am I going to curl that front over? What am I going to do with that? Or am I going to point it? What do I want to do there? So this one's a little bit trickier. We're not using an axis to click on. I want to click on this edge. Bring it back. Anywhere between 9 and 50 again. So I'm going to kind of I want to round that front over a little bit, so I'm going to move back a little bit, but I don't want to go too far. So I want to go 20. And that looks pretty good. So there's the center for my axle holes. Now time to drill the axle holes. So I'm picking a circle tool. I am clicking on the intersection here. And this one here, it's just good practice to get used to doing this. But take your pencil and run it down the guideline and just click it. It's gigantic. Now the radius of that axle hole is 2. So it's a diameter of 4. So we're going to type 2 and hit enter. And it's going to make it nice and small. Now you might be thinking, well, that's a tiny wheel. We're not drawing a wheel. We're drawing the hole that the metal rod's going to go through that's going to hold the wheels. The wheels are going to be quite a bit bigger because they have to come down below your car a little bit. So we drew the back axle hole, front axle hole, same thing. Click on the center, bring it way too big, keep it on the line, and type 2 and hit enter. Now I have my 2 axle holes, or the location, the beginning part. We're going to switch to doing some cutting with that with the push-pull tool. Well, I can't cut very well right now, so I have to go to ISO. When I go to ISO, I'm going to grab this, I'm going to zoom in, and then grab the center of the ISO, or axle hole. I can pull it out, I know I got the right thing. And if I accidentally drop it, it's okay. But what I want to try to do is get it to go all the way to the back. So when I accidentally dropped it there, I did hit the Control-Z or undo button to get that taken care of. Once in a while you grab the wrong thing and it's like, oh no, I don't want to do that. So you click the undo. If I go to top view X-ray, I can now see that this tube goes all the way through, but this one doesn't. So I'm going to go to isometric. I'll keep on an X-ray for this one. I can kind of see what's going on. There's a little bit messy. But I'm going to push-pull again. I'll show you what this looks like. So when I grab this, I push-pull. Now this one's really tricky because all of a sudden it gets really long. I want to touch it to this back wall. So this is the back edge of my car. And it cuts it off to the right length. Then I have my 2 axle holes done. We're going to go to full car, save, because that's where we're at, and we're ready to move on to the next step.